What is up, guys? We're back here with another video today. Right now we're gonna go inside the shop, open up the garage door, and pull out the Firebird. What is going on, guys? We're back here with part 4 on this F-350 build series. I'm taking you guys along the way. I believe we left off, or I shot a short clip on how we mounted the engine inside the engine bay. It was really tough. I mean, we struggled a little bit with the motor mounts and all that. I had to line up one side and the other side. I got also the flywheel bolts, the truck converter bolts hooked on to the flywheel. I got the trans bolts also hooked up. We swapped over the manifolds. I put brand new valve cover gaskets, brand new oil pan gasket, and we lined up the oil tube and all this stuff. So it was literally a pain. I didn't want to take you to all the struggle just because it took me numerous of days of trial and error. I mean, but at least we finally got it in. The first time I did one of these, it was also a pain. But I mean, I learned a little bit. It didn't take me that much, but I guess it just took me a whole day to get it mounted in, or a couple hours. Alright, so like I said, we are going to start taking off the water pump right now. This is the old engine over here. We got the oil pan back on, but the valve covers, tighten them because I think we took them apart to check the heads, see if anything was wrong with this engine. As you can tell, it was leaking oil from when we took off the pan. We used a 5-ton engine hoist just so we could get the engine out. I mean, it did handle it with no problem, no issue whatsoever. Now, what I didn't show was that we took off these fuel lines with a special tool over here. If you guys can see, we use one of these little plastic fuel line remover tools. So just for reference, you know, like I said, just so when we took off these fuel lines, that's what we did. Now also, we're gonna get, like I said, the exhaust back on, the turbo back on, all these little things that we just need to finish on the car, and then put the starter back on. So I'm gonna take you guys for that. Alright guys, so now that we got the power steering pump mounted on, I believe it was 4 bolts that we did to mount them on. It was 10mm bolts, and it was 3 bolts to mount onto the AC compressor. And we're gonna go in the back and start mounting up this exhaust pipe in the back with the bolts over here. Got these bolts over here. Now we're ready to get back on. Oh, let's see what else we're gonna do. And after that, we're gonna mount up the turbo. Alright guys, so we're connecting back the exhaust, and I'm hooking back all the wiring. I just want to tell you guys that there's a connector back here for the wiring, and the AC connector, the AC pressure switch. This connector should go over here in the back. See, right there. And then this switch, this connector over here. This one goes to the fan. Get on top here. This connector over here, the injector harness that plugs into the ECU. Let it focus. And then this one for the glow plugs, which will be right here, this harness. Then the harness back there in the back for the turbo or the injection. This ground over here. There should be a ground in the back of the engine, but I moved it somewhere over here so you can mount to ground. Let's see what else. The glow plug injector is for the alternator. The positive that goes to the alternator. This goes onto the turbo. Now I'm gonna mount up the turbo and see how we're looking. Also, there's this connector over here, and then the tube that goes to the, I believe, the oil pressure. Alright guys, I know we didn't get much done today, but I put the tensioner back on, I put the drive belt on. Also, we hooked up this little computer over here, this ECU over here, all those sensors and everything. We got the turbo mounted. Let's see what else. Oh, we still need to put this oil dipstick. I'm just waiting on silicone. We got the alternator back in. We hooked up everything engine-wise. We hooked up the fuel lines. Now the next thing would probably be to start hooking up the front end. So I'm probably gonna make another video on that and get back to you guys on that. Alright guys, I know this kind of was a short clip, just getting a couple stuff done. I really want to start in the morning tomorrow just to mock everything up, all the front end, really focus on it, really good. If you guys have any suggestions on what you guys think of this new camera, or like what do you guys think of my work, what I should work on. I know I need to work on my lighting. I am going to get some lights hopefully soon, probably some LEDs, just because here in the shop it just doesn't look too good, you know, like the camera makes the quality look really bad. I have a big mess over here. But yeah guys, just let me know what you guys think. Any suggestions you guys want us to record or want you guys to see, just let us know. Hopefully we're gonna try to get videos on the Corvette soon and other projects that we gotta do.